my sister Lily, my grandmother Hank, my aunt Kayla, and my uncle Tone. Um, so first, I would like to thank you all for coming. It means the world to me that you come here and celebrate my senior year with me. I was born January 3rd, 1999 in Centennial, Colorado, to my two wonderful parents, David and Michelle. I've lived in the same house for the past 18 years. I had a pretty good life growing up. I lived in the suburbs, and it was great because I got super close with all my neighborhood friends. And every summer, we would always go to the neighborhood pool, have water balloon fights, and play basketball. I played every sport possible, like baseball, soccer, basketball, flag football, and a lot of you may not know this, but I was on the swim team when I was 6. I was the youngest on the team, and I never actually swam in any of the meets because I was too scared of the bigger kids. So, yeah. For school, I went to Cherry Hills for preschool, and I really don't remember any of that at all. For first through fifth, I went to Peabody Elementary, which was right up the street from my house. It was really nice being able to walk to school every day. And then in 5th grade, I finally convinced my parents to let me play tackle football. This is where my passion for football started and would grow over the next couple of years. And then moving into middle school, I went to Noon Middle School, which was also right up the street from my house. So it was easy to get there. Like everyone else says, middle school was the most awkward part of their life. And then kind of like some darker times as well. Over the course of 4 years of elementary and middle school, I lost my 2 cousins, Tyson and Todd, and my grandpa Dale. This was really difficult at such a young age because I really wasn't sure what was happening. Even though they were much older than me, they were like my older brothers. I will never forget all the fun times that we had in Glendale. Over the summer, I would cherish those moments forever. When it came to deciding where I should go for high school, it was a tough choice. My feeder school was Littleton, and my parents did not want me going there because it was terrible. All of my other friends from middle school were going to Arapahoe, so naturally I wanted to go there as well. Until my grandparents told me about this amazing school called Valley Christian. So I went to the open house they had, and I immediately fell in love with this place. So I applied to go here, and I remember very vividly coming home from school and seeing my acceptance letter on the kitchen table. Going into freshman year was very tough because I knew no one, didn't know anyone going to Valor. Freshman football really helped this change because I met some of my best friends like Colin, Dylan, Nick, Luke, and Brandon. That summer before freshman year, I had to go to summer school for English, and I met this super skinny ginger kid that played soccer. Wasn't really a fan of him at the time, but little did I know that he'd become my best friend senior year. Also that year, Nick and Dylan convinced me that I should play lacrosse with them, and I said, why not? Sounds like fun. I was complete garbage at first, but I grew to love the sport even more. Also through lacrosse, I met another one of my best friends, Ben, and we've been good friends ever since. Moving into sophomore year, I continued playing football, which had its good and bad times. It was fun being able to play with Nick sophomore year, but changed when I got a really, really bad concussion, and this turned my whole world upside down. I could barely sit in full class or even go to school at all. From this, my grades really started to suffer, and I was doing terrible in almost every class that I was taking. By the time school that semester was over, I was pretty much fully healed, but it was like too late for me to catch up on anything, and that's where Frage came and helped me a lot, and U.S. history. As a result of this injury, I decided to hang up my football cleats. It was really tough for me because football was my identity, and I didn't know what I was going to do without it. I then turned to focus more on school and more on lacrosse. Sophomore year, I also grew closer with some amazing friends like Jake, Chum, Ryder, Kennedy, and Tiffany. Then moving into junior year, I focused more on my schoolwork because I wasn't playing football and had more time in my hands. That year, I also met Gianni on the lacrosse team. He's not here, I don't think. Okay. Also that year, I grew to love the game of lacrosse more and more. I was playing it every chance I could get. That season, we won the state championship, which was amazing. The most amazing thing I have ever been a part of. Moving to senior year has been the best year of my life, but also the worst. Everything started out amazing. I grew very close with all my friends. We were inseparable. Every Friday night, we were either at Buddy's or Cassie's house hanging out and doing crazy stuff that we always do, making fun out of nothing. Then came the terrible part. In mid-January earlier this year, my grandpa passed away from a sudden heart attack that no one was expecting. This was hard on my whole family because he was the patriarch of our family. He was an amazing man of God, and he's the reason I have a faith. He always pushed me to learn more about God and dive deeper into my faith. My family got through this time by relying on God. I know he's up there right now reading his newspaper, wearing his American flag suspenders and a straw hat. My friends also helped me get through this time. They were there when I needed them the most. I couldn't thank them enough for that. And then this past spring break, I went on my first discovery trip to Puerto Penasco, Mexico, with Chum, Buddy, Jake, Ben, Zurch, and Annie. And this was such an eye-opening experience. We got to build a house for a family who was in need. I also see how different they lived from us and how privileged we are to live where we live. The people that live down there were some of the most joyful and most spiritual people I've ever met in my life. I grew closer to God down there because he showed me that not everything is perfect and that people are in need. And then for my future plans, for short-term future, I will be attending University of Colorado Springs in the fall, and I will be studying business administration with a minor in accounting. And I hope to, after college, to get my certified public accounting license, my own accounting firm. Okay, so on to my thank yous. To all my friends, thank you for making senior year the best year of my life. I don't know where I'd be without you guys. You mean the world to me. I'm going to miss all of our fun times together, hanging out at Buddy and Cassidy's house. I know this isn't goodbye for us. It's just to see you later. To the boys, which would be Dylan, Jake, Ben, Nick, Chum, Colin, Buddy, Ryder, Gianni, Luke, and Brandon. I can't thank you all individually because we would be here for hours. Thank you guys for being the best group of guys I could ask for. You guys are some of the weirdest dudes I've ever met in my life. I don't know what I'm going to do without all your guys' jokes next year. You guys can really turn my day around. You guys are not only my friends, but you're also my brothers. I love you guys so much. To my girls, Kennedy, Tiff, and Cass. Kennedy, you're my first date ever to a dance, and I'll never forget that. Thank you for always putting a smile on my face and cheering me up whenever I need it. I'm really excited to go to school again with you next year. Tiff, even though you can be here because you're at state tennis, thank you for being you and loving Grumpy Cat. I just want to thank you for the countless laughs that we've shared together. Cassidy, thank you for always being there for me. You're always there to listen to me when I complain about anything. Thank you for letting me come over to your house and hang out with your parents. I'm going to miss sitting outside your house by the campfire and talking about life. I'm going to miss your weird cast dance. Waco is getting one amazing gal next year. Love you guys so much. Mr. Frazier, thank you for being the best teacher I've ever had at Valor. You helped me get through one of the hardest times of my life when I had my concussion sophomore year. Even though I almost failed your class that year, you believed in me no matter what. I know I can come to your room and talk to you whenever, and I really appreciate that. Mr. Cartier, thank you for being my advisor for the past 4 years of high school. You've been my biggest mentor at Valor, and I don't know if I'd be standing here today if it wasn't for you. I'm going to miss our Friday morning Einstein meetings and our drives to Torchy Tacos to talk about life. Okay, to Colin and Buddy, thank you guys for being my two best friends. I couldn't ask for better brothers to go through senior year with. I'm going to miss you guys so much next year. I don't know what I'm going to do without you guys. So Colin couldn't be here because he's taking the AP problem stat test, but I'm going to read it anyways. We met freshman year football, and I knew then that we were going to be friends forever. I know I can go to you with anything, and you'll always be there for me. You really get my sense of humor when no one else does. I know we can always talk about what cool car we saw that day or what new Adidas shoe is coming out that week. I hope we continue that into college. I'm going to miss our summer nights going to your house and having Fred make his world-famous steaks or whatever else he's made us that night. I'm going to miss our 80s jam sessions we have before lacrosse games. I know you're going to do amazing things in Portland next year. Just don't forget about me when you've made it in the business world. Buddy, we met in summer school at the beginning of freshman year, and I thought to myself, I don't know if I could be friends with the scrawny ginger who plays soccer. But man, was I wrong. You've become my brother over this past year, and I can't imagine senior year without you. I want to thank you for letting your house become my second home and giving me your back bedroom. You better have one ready for me in Ohio for whenever I visit. I want to thank you for all the memories created together, and whether it be playing golf every Saturday or just sitting in your basement playing chill all day. I'm gonna miss going over to your house after football games on Friday nights, sitting in the hot tub and talking about life or whatever else is happening in our lives at the time. I want to thank you for being there when my grandpa passed away. You were my rock. I couldn't have done it without you. I know you're gonna kick ass next year when you're playing soccer at Elmhurst. I couldn't ask for a better brother. Oh man. Okay, Lily. Thank you for being the best little sister a guy could ask for. Even though we used to fight all the time, we have grown closer over the past 2 years. I'm gonna miss picking you up from cheerleading and you playing me your favorite One Direction or Justin Bieber song. I'm gonna miss going to get ice cream with you on summer nights. And I know you're gonna do great things at Valor next year. Just remember, I'm a phone call away if you ever need help with school, even though you're smarter than me. And just not always be here. If any boy tries to hurt you, I'll beat him up for you. I love you so much. Grams, thank you for making me a better man of Christ. It's because of you and Grandpa that I'm a Christian. You're a great Christian woman, and I admire that about you. Thank you for always letting me come over. Thank you for always letting me come over to your house and just sit on the couch and watch TV with you. I'm gonna miss coming over and just talking about life with you. Thank you for supporting me over the years and everything that I do, and I love you so much. Dad, thank you for being my hero all of my life. Thank you for being there to talk to me about anything and get through it. Thank you for driving me to countless lacrosse and football practices over the past years. Thank you for providing for our family and letting us have such a wonderful life. I'm going to miss going fishing and playing golf with you. I'm going to miss watching football on Sundays and having your homemade chips. And thank you for helping me with any homework that I have a hard time on. Thank you for playing passing me in the street even though it was super dark outside. Thank you for showing me how to catch bats with pantyhose and rocks. And shooting off fireworks in the street at 11 o'clock at night, even though Mom hated it a lot. Those are some of the best memories of my childhood. If I can be the half the man you are when I'm older, I know I've done something right. Okay, Mom. Thank you for making my life run. Without you, I would fall apart instantly. You always do my laundry because we both know I have no idea to do that. So expect me to come home every weekend so that you can do it for me. Thank you for always pushing me to be a better person. Thank you for always being my biggest fans at sporting events. I can always hear you yelling at the top of your lungs. I'm going to miss you screaming at the TV whenever the Broncos or the Huskers are playing and they do something stupid, which we all know happens all the time. I know when I'm go to college, you're still going to text me every morning to see if I'm awake yet for class, and I really appreciate it. I'm going to miss your home-cooked meals, and I will definitely be coming home very often to have them. If I marry someone that is half as loving as you are, I know I'll be one lucky guy. I don't know what I'm going to do without you next year. Just I'll always be your little mama's boy. I love you so much. Thank you.
We have time for questions or any words of encouragement for Noah.
I am going to teach you how to do laundry.
So I don't have to do it?
Okay, do it for me.
Don't fall for it.
Jummy.
What are your funniest moments from this year?
Probably when I was golfing with Buddy the other weekend, and I threw my golf club into a giant ravine, and then proceeded to chase after it, and fell down the hill. So yeah, that was pretty exciting. Yeah.
Was that in the golf lessons?
No. Yeah.
You know, I emailed you, but I'm going to tell it since I'm here. Okay.
Okay.
I'm extremely proud of you.
there's an old saying that says not whether you get knocked down, but whether you get back up. And you got back up. Keep getting back up. Just keep getting back up. And I'm very proud.
Thank you.
It's fun for me to watch because I remember you coming in 8th grade, going into 9th grade year. Well, I don't remember everyone at that stage, but I remember Noah for some reason. I remember at that phase. I'm just proud watching you and listening to you, how emotionally strong and connected you are with so many people. I don't know that I could have predicted that about you in 9th grade, and you've just grown tremendously in all areas of your life. I mean, proud just to listen to you talk.
Thank you.
Now, I know if Grandpa were here, he'd tell you to make the most out of college. That knowledge is one thing nobody can take away from. It's very important, and we're both very proud.
Thank you.
And the other thing that can never be taken from you is your faith. So stay strong in that. And that was really well for a long time.
Steve, I'm thinking sitting here is, I've been at arm's length from you. And what a fine young man you are, and a little bit of a regret that I wasn't more a part of who you are. So that is a message to you, but everybody too. And you guys have done a good job staying connected to each other, but when there's those opportunities to connect with whomever the Lord puts in your life, take advantage of those. So proud of you both.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
So, I was just gonna say favorite memory from this year.
Oh man. Probably stay for football. That was pretty good.
All right, we're gonna get up and gather on Noah and pray over him.